Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan 2026 moon sighting sparks global anticipation. Muslim communities worldwide prepare for the holy month as religious authorities coordinate crescent sightings and issue safety advisories amid regional variations in fasting hours. Ramadan 2026 is expected to begin on February 18 or 19, Alhamdulillah, depending on the crescent moon sighting, which is central to Islamic tradition. Different countries use either naked eye moon sightings or astronomical calculations to determine Ramadan's start, leading to variations across the Muslim world. Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Pakistan have organized official moon sighting committees and encourage public participation to confirm the beginning of Ramadan. The anticipation is palpable across the Muslim world as Ramadan 2026 approaches, with millions preparing for a month marked by fasting, prayer, and a deepened sense of community. The holy month is set to begin on either February 18 or 19, 2026, depending on the sighting of the crescent moon, a tradition that remains at the heart of Islamic practice after more than 1,400 years. According to Al Jazeera, Ramadan's start date shifts each year because the Islamic calendar is based on the lunar Hijri system, which is about 10 to 12 days shorter than the solar year. This means Ramadan begins earlier each year, cycling through the seasons over a 33-year period. In a rare twist, 2030 will see Ramadan observed twice, first starting on January 5, then again on December 26, due to the lunar calendar's shorter cycle. The process of determining the start of Ramadan is both spiritual and scientific. As reported by Egypt Today, the crescent moon marking the new month will be born immediately after conjunction at 2:02 p.m. Cairo local time on Tuesday, February 17, 2026, 29 Shaban, 1447 AH. However, for Ramadan to officially commence, two conditions must be met. The crescent must have been born at least 4 hours before sunset, and it must remain visible above the horizon for at least 5 minutes. Professor Amir Hussain Hassan of the National Research Institute of Astronomy and Geophysics explained, in Islam, the start of a new Islamic Hijri month is determined by the sighting of the crescent at the sunset of the 29th day of the preceding Hijri month. This method of moon sighting is not uniform across the Muslim world. Some countries, like Saudi Arabia, adhere to the tradition of naked eye moon sightings, echoing the practice from the Prophet Muhammad's era, while others rely on astronomical calculations to determine the new month. The diversity of approaches often results in slight variations in the start date of Ramadan from one country to another. Saudi Arabia's Supreme Court has called on Muslims across the kingdom to participate in crescent moon sightings on the evening of February 17. As Arab News notes, the court urged anyone who observes the crescent, whether with the naked eye or binoculars, to report their sighting to the nearest court and officially register their testimony. Local authorities are also available to assist observers in reaching judicial offices. The Supreme Court's statement reads, observers are urged to report crescent sightings to courts or local authorities. The start of Ramadan in Saudi Arabia and by extension much of the Muslim world will hinge on these reports. In the United Arab Emirates, the official moon sighting committee, chaired by Sheikh Abdullah bin Sheikh Mahfouz bin Bayyah, will convene at Qasr al Husn in Abu Dhabi at 6 p.m. on February 17. The committee has invited residents and citizens to participate in the sighting and to report any observations. Should the crescent moon be seen, Ramadan will begin on Wednesday, February 18. If not, it will commence on Thursday, February 19. The UAE committee can be contacted at 02 777 4647 for those wishing to report a sighting. As the National explains, if a new crescent moon is seen, Ramadan will be declared to begin on Wednesday. If a new moon is not seen, Ramadan will be declared on Thursday. Pakistan's approach is similarly meticulous. The Pakistan Meteorological Department (PMD) forecasts that the crescent moon will be born on February 17 at about 5:01 p.m. local time. Weather on February 18 is expected to be partly cloudy to clear, improving the chances for a successful sighting after sunset. The Central Royat-e-Hilal Committee, along with zonal committees, will meet on the 29th of Shaban to review reports and officially announce the start of Ramadan. As Morocco World News reports, the official start of fasting, however, hinges on the religious tradition of moon sighting. This careful process ensures that the beginning of Ramadan is marked with both scientific rigor and religious tradition. For Muslims, Ramadan is more than just a period of fasting. It is the ninth month of the Islamic calendar, believed to be when the first verses of the Quran were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. Each day, Muslims abstain from eating, drinking, smoking, and sexual relations from dawn to dusk, typically for 12 to 15 hours. depending on their geographic location. The fast is broken at sunset with the evening meal known as iftar and the pre-dawn meal before fasting begins is called suhoor. The number of fasting hours varies significantly around the globe. Al Jazeera notes that for nearly 90% of the world's population living in the northern hemisphere, fasting hours will be shorter this year, about 12 to 13 hours on the first day, increasing slightly as the month progresses. In contrast, those in southern countries like Chile, New Zealand, and South Africa will fast for about 14 to 15 hours on the first day, though these hours will decrease throughout the month. Ramadan is also a time of vibrant community life and increased charity. In Pakistan, for example, families share sahri, their pre-fast meal, and iftar with mosque hosting nightly Taraweeh prayers unique to the month. Many organize public food drives and set up free iftar stalls to help those in need. The month concludes with Eid al-Fitr, a joyous celebration expected around March 21, 2026, depending on the sighting of the next crescent moon. Across Gulf countries, working hours for most public and many private sector employees are typically reduced to accommodate the spiritual and physical demands of fasting. As reported by Arab News, this adjustment allows Muslims to focus on prayer, community, and reflection during Ramadan. Laylatul Qadr, considered the holiest night of the year and believed to be when the Quran was first revealed, falls within the last 10 days of Ramadan. It is traditionally celebrated on the 27th night, though its exact date remains unknown. Acts of worship on this night are believed to be more valuable than those performed over 1,000 months. With the moon sighting process so central to the start of Ramadan, safety is also a concern. The International Astronomical Center (IAC) in Abu Dhabi has issued a warning against using telescopes or binoculars for moon sighting on February 17, as the crescent will appear extremely close to the sun, coinciding with a solar eclipse. The IAC cautioned that pointing telescopes or binoculars toward objects near the sun without certified solar filters could cause serious eye injury, including temporary or permanent vision loss. Professional observatories use strict safety protocols, and the public is urged to exercise caution. Thank you for your listening.